Good day everyone. I'm gonna discuss about my solution of 2y double prime plus 3y prime minus 2y is equals to t e to the power of negative 2t. Whereas y sub 0 is equals to 0 and y prime sub 0 is equals to negative 2. First, we must make the problem into Laplace transform so that we can use the IBP solution. So, based on the IBP solution, we know that 2 ay y double prime is equals to s squared y sub s minus sy sub 0 minus y prime sub 0, while y prime is equals to sy sub s minus y sub 0, and y is equals to y sub s equals to 1 over s plus 2 squared. 1 over s plus 2 squared is the Laplace transform of t e to the power of negative 2t. Now, naman tayo value sa y sub 0 and y prime sub 0. Ato lang siya i-substitute. So, s squared y sub s minus 0 plus 2 plus 3 times s y sub s is equals to 0 minus 2y sub s is equals to 1 over s plus 2 squared. Now, combining the y sub s is equals to 2s squared y sub s plus 3s y sub s minus 2y sub s is plus 4 is equals to 1 over s plus 2 squared. Now, ito ipagawas ang y sub s. Ang mabilin is 2s squared plus 3s minus 2 times y sub s is equals to 1 over s plus 2 squared minus 4. Para mabilin ang ys, atong to divide both side by 2s squared plus 3s minus 2. So, we get y sub s is equals to 1 over s plus 2 squared times 2s squared plus 3s minus 2 minus 4 over 2s squared plus 3s minus 2 equals to, ato siyang i-simplify, mahimo siyang negative 4s squared minus 16s minus 15 over s plus 2 squared times 2s squared plus 3s minus 2. So, ang denominator, pwede man siya ma-factor, mahimo siyang negative 4s squared minus 16s minus 15 over s plus 2 cube times 2s minus 1. So, next is by using the partial fraction decomposition, we based on the denominator, we get 4 unknowns. So, negative 4s squared minus 16s minus 15 over s plus 2 squared times 2s squared plus 3s minus 2 is equal to a over s plus 2 plus b over s plus 2 squared plus c over s plus 2 cubed plus d over 2s minus 1. So, multiply both side by s plus 2 cubed times 2s minus 1. So, ma-cancel siya, cancel ang denominator sa left side. Mabilin is negative 4s squared times 16s minus 15 equals to a times s plus 2 squared times 2s minus 1 plus b times s plus 2 times 2s minus 1 plus c is equals to 2s minus 1 plus d times s plus 2 cube. Then, s plus 2 squared times 2s minus 1, by multiplying, we get 2s cubed plus 7s squared plus 4s minus 4 plus b, by multiplying s plus 2 squared s plus 2 times 2s minus 1, we get 2s squared plus 2s minus 2. Now, plus c 2 times 2s minus 1 plus d, by factoring s plus 2 cube, we get s cubed plus 6s squared plus 8. So now, by atong i-distribute ang A, B, C, and D. So, we get negative 4s squared minus 16s minus 15 is equals to 2as cubed plus 7as squared plus 4as minus 4a plus 2bs squared plus 3bs minus 2b plus 2cs minus c plus d s cubed plus 6ds squared plus 12ds plus 8d. Now, by combining the s squared, s cubed, s constant, we get, by combining the s cubed, we get 2a plus d is equals to 0. Mao ni siya 2a s cubed and ds cube. ds cube. Muna siya ang equation 1. So now, next is 7a plus 2b plus 6d is equals to negative 4. Muna siya ang a squared, ang s squared. So, s squared. 7a squared, 2bs squared, ds, um, 6ds squared, and sa left side, negative 4s squared. So, next, ang s, we get 4a plus 3b plus 2c plus 12d is equals to negative 16. Ano siya? 4as, 3bs, 2cs, and 12ds. And sa left side, we got negative 16s. So, now, for the constant, we get negative 4a, negative 2b, negative c, ay minus c, plus 8d is equals to negative 15. Ano siyang 1, 2, 3, 4 nga equation. Next, I use the elimination method. So, based on from equation 1 and 2, we get 2a plus d is equals to 0 and 7a plus 2b plus 6d is equals to negative 4. Para makancel na to ang a, multiplyan ako ang equation 1 by 7 and equation 2 by 2. Mali siya na-cancel. Mabilin is negative 4b minus 5d is equals to 8. Mali siya equation 5. Now, from equation 1 and 3, we get 2a plus d is equals to 0. 4a plus 3b plus 2c plus 12d is equals to negative 6. So, para makancel lang a, gimultiplyan ako ang equation 1 by 2. As is nang yapon ang equation 3. So, ang mabilin is negative 3b minus 2c minus 10d is equals to 16. Mano siya ang equation 6. Now, from equation 1 and 4, we get 2a plus d is equals to 0. Negative 4a minus 2b minus c plus 8d is equals to negative 15. So, i-multiplyan ako ang equation 1 by negative 2 para makancel ako ang a. So, we get 2b plus c minus 8d is equals to 15. Mano siya ang equation 7. Now, from equation 5 and 6, we get negative 4b minus 5d is equals to 8. Negative, while the negative 3b minus 2c minus 10d is equals to 16. So, para makancel ang b, gimultiplyan ako ang equation 5 by 3 and equation 6 by 4. So, we get 8c plus 12d is equals to negative 40. Mao na siya ang equation 8. Now, from equation 5 and 7, we get negative 4b minus 5d is equals to 8. And equation 7, 2b plus c minus 8d is equals to 15. So, para makancel na ako ang b, I multiply negative 1 sa equation 5 and 2 sa equation 7. So, we get 2c 2c plus 25 days equals to negative 38. Now, from equation 8 and 9, 8c plus 12d is equals to negative 40. Negative 2c plus 25d is equals to negative 38. Para makancel ang c, i-multiplyan ako ang equation 8 by negative 1 and 4 sa equation 9. So, ang mabilin is negative 25d equals 192. So, nano tayo value sa D? D is equals to negative 192 over 125. Now, pwede natin siya i-substitute from the equation 8. So, 8c plus 25d is equals to negative 40. Now, we get the 8c plus 25 times negative 192 over 125 is equals to negative 40. 8c times negative 8c 8c minus 192 over 5 is equals to negative 40. So, 8c is equals to negative 40 plus 192 over 5. So, we get 8c is equals to negative 8 over 5. Akong gimultiplyan og 1 over 8 para makancel ang 8 sa c para mabilin c na lang. So, ang answer is c is equals to negative 1 over 5. Next, from equation 5, substitute the value of d yapon. So, negative 4b minus 5d is equals to 8. So, negative 4b minus 5 times negative 192 over 125 is equals to 8. So, negative 4b plus 192 over 25 is equals to 8. negative 4b akong gi-substitute ang kuan sa right side. So ang naitabo is negative 4b is equals to 8 minus 192 over 125. Para mabilin na lang ang b, so akong gi-multiplyan both side by negative 1/4. So we get b is equals to 2 over 25. Now, substitute lang gyapon ang value sa d from equation 1 na po para makuha na to ang value sa a. So 2a plus d is equals to 0. 2a minus 192 over 125. So multiply both side by 1/2. So we get a is equals to 96 over 125. Now, na naman tayo value sa a, b, and c, and d. Ato siyang i-distribute sa atong ys. So, negative 4s squared minus 16s minus 15 is equals to s plus 2 cubed times 2s minus 1 is equals to 96 over 125 times s plus 2 minus 2 over 25 times s plus 2 squared minus 1 over 5 times s plus 2 cubed minus 192 over 125 times 2s minus 1. Now, atong sunod buhaton is taking the inverse Laplace transform. So, first, akong gibuhat kay para dali ra siya ma-solve, akong gi kuan ang fraction pagawas. So, ang mabilin, inverse Laplace transform of 96 over 125 s plus 2. So, may mo siyang 96 over 125 times 1 over s plus 2. Parehara na sila. Minus inverse Laplace transforms of 2 over 25 s plus 2 squared. Same na siya 2 over 25 times 1 over s plus 2 squared. Inverse Laplace transform of 1 over 5 times 1 over s plus 2 cubed minus inverse Laplace transform of 192 over 125 times 1 over 2s minus 1. So, we all know in the table of inverse Laplace transform that 1 over s2 is equals to a e over 2t. So, 96 over 125 e over 2t minus 2 over 25. Based on the table in the inverse Laplace transform, this is the formula. E negative 2t, t 2 minus 1. 2 minus 1. 2 na siya, 2. 2 minus 1 over 2 minus 1 factorial. Now, sa 1 over s plus 2 cube. So, based on the lang yapon, in the inverse Laplace transform table, we get e negative 2t times t 3 minus 1. We get I over 5 times 3 minus 1 factorial minus 192 over 125 e t over 2. Mao na siya kuan inverse Laplace transform sa 1 over 2s minus 1 e over t. Based lagi po na siya sa table sa inverse Laplace transform. So, mo na siya ang final answer. We get 96 over e 2t minus 2 over 25t e to the power of negative 2t minus 1 over 10 t squared times e to the power of negative 2t minus 192 over 125 e to the power of t over 2. That's all. Thank you.